was made many years ago. A different world. I have connected with many people, travelled through Europe, and somehow ended up in Sydney, Australia. How? My memory has faded. I know that I was abandoned in a suburban roof void, left to fade and cease to exist. I longed for a partner to connect with once more, to make music for the people, to move them, inspire and uplift them. This is my story.
This bass came into my life at least 12, 13 years ago. I was working as an audio engineer. Did some work for a vocalist, a young vocalist, and one day her parents rocked up with this old bass in a ute and said, "Hey, do you want this?" And I just looked at it and went, "Yeah, okay." Even without experience, I could tell it was, not an instrument to be played. It was in pretty bad state. So one day I had this idea to, I was going to get the bass and I was going to paint it silver with this stuff, and I was going to put two 10-inch speakers in each side. I was going to cut holes and turn the bass into a speaker box. That was, I thought, that's all it's useful for. It won't be an instrument. And I had all the tools out. I was ready to start the whole process. And this guy who was rehearsing at the studio, a bass player, also a double bass player, he walked past and he just said, "What are you doing, man?" And I told him, and he goes, "Don't do that. Before you do that, contact this guy."
My name's Matthew Tucker. I am now a very specialised luthier, which is someone who restores, builds and fixes musical instruments, stringed musical instruments, and I'm specialised in double bass.
Matthew's, he's a genius, I reckon. He's one of those people who's just like a genius.
And I got a call from Val saying, I've acquired this double bass. I'm thinking it might be a good thing to restore. So he brought it in. I think it came in a bag of some description, but when he opened the bag, I saw this black bass-shaped object.
Matthew's first impressions of the bass were,
this is not great.
It's pretty trashed. It needs a lot of work.
And it had cracks in the top, and the back was twisted. But then I had a close look. Underneath the black, thick black, dirty varnish, I knew it was that the shape was as a familiar French bass shape, but underneath the varnish, when I scraped away a bit, I saw this rather wonderful wood underneath, a beautiful quality maple, beautiful flame, really even, and that told me that the instrument would have once upon a time been quite a good instrument. When you're in this business, you can recognise a French-made double bass by some of the way that the internals are made. The shape, the outline particularly. And this is a bit of a giveaway, this false button at the top. So I knew that the bass was very old from the moment I saw it. It was very obvious that it wasn't made yesterday and was probably made the previous century. I had a chat to Val and we had a look at it and thought, well, all right, let's see what this is going to cost.
And it's going to take a long time.
There was a lot wrong with it.
So he put together a bit of an idea of what the process would be, the costs.
Val was keen, I was keen, so we got going. The varnish was very, very oxidised. It had obviously been in a hot place in a roof for maybe 50, 60 years and was probably left there because it was broken and somebody couldn't afford to fix it, or because the person that owned it died and no one knew what to do with it, and it ended up in somebody's house and or ended up putting in that we can't fix this, it's Grandad's bass, put it in the attic. Old wood, old nice wood doesn't grow on trees. Well, it's true. This kind of wood, quality of this wood, is now very expensive and getting rarer and rarer. So quite apart from the labour that went into the original instrument, the materials it was made from, we've got to respect those and keep them going if we can.
It took a while, it took 5 years almost to restore this bass. People don't get to see double bass being played a lot as well, so you know, people are interested.
The thing I like the most about the double bass is obviously its size. It's just a really noble, human-sized. Oh, there's a royalty to it. I don't know. There's just something about the weight. It's a companion. Yeah, it's human-sized instrument. They're all different. They're all like people. They've all got personalities. They've all got different voices, and that's what I like about them. Finding a double bass is one that is your musical partner is a really important thing.
The bass is it's a commitment to play. Not just to play, to own, to live with. It's like a relationship. It's all I want to do is play double bass. When I'm playing double bass, I feel it's like therapy. This bass has been owned by lots of different people. I kind of really like that idea of them being channeled through the bass in a way. Yeah, just the fact that it's old and someone made it so long ago, you know, with their hands, and I'm playing it still here in Sydney, and it was made in France almost 200 years ago. There's something about that which for me is, you know, nice. It's kind of nice.
I'm alive when you play me. I'm alive when people listen and connect with us. Together we captivate those who listen. We're magnetic. We speak a language everyone understands. I'm the lucky one. Lucky to have you.